Here is Angie's breaststroke. So you're going for that start. Getting that quick little head lift. Make sure you're really thinking about pushing through with those legs. Other thing is on that back foot there. Make sure you put that ball of that back foot on these blocks way back at the very back, and make sure you're up off that heel. That's going to allow you to get off the block a little bit quicker, but then really kind of think about leaning a little bit further forward, so then you've got that front weighted start. That's going to help you get off a little bit faster, and then really push through with that front leg to get you out there further. Really pretty good underwater pullouts there. Love the movement. We've got a lot of that kind of wave style breaststroke. You got a little bit of that kind of butterfly feel. Timing wise looks really pretty good from here. The one thing we're going to notice is as you're swimming, you're going to notice that head movement. Okay, you're not pushing a ball with your nose, so keep those eyes focused on the bottom of the pool. You're going to be able to breathe right in a pocket right through here. Keep those eyes focused down. You're not going to really need to lift that head up at all to get that breath in. Your stroke should naturally bring you up to breathe. So just got to utilize that pull a little bit more. As we see you coming in for the turn, you're lifting yourself up a little bit higher than what I'd like to see, and you're twisting your body. So we need to really think about driving these knees straight up underneath you as you're going through that turn. It's going to be like a backwards somersault or backwards flip turn. So hit the wall, drive those knees up straight underneath you. That's going to end up rotating your body from being on your feet on the one side of you right now to being on the other side. What you want to think about doing is following a line on the back wall all the way up to the ceiling, and then you're going to end up dipping back underneath the water with your eyes facing the ceiling. But just as your feet are starting to get towards that wall, you're going to want to make sure that you do put a little bit more pressure on that left shoulder, so you can twist your shoulders around so your feet will plant on that wall at an angle, so then you can then push off the wall on your side. You're trying to get it so that you're pushing off on your stomach. You can easily roll to your stomach after you've gotten off the wall a little bit further. As we see you kind of coming in for the finish, make sure you do pay attention to how many strokes you're taking and how long it's going to take you to finish right there. Always try and judge your turns and your finishes out past the flags. As you went through, the timing worked out perfectly for all of the explosive power in your breaststroke to happen and surge right into that wall for the finish. Very nice job, Angie. Here's Angie's breaststroke underneath the water. Very good body line going on through your streamline. As you start to get towards the surface, you are looking up just a little bit. We want to make sure that we do keep those eyes focused on the bottom of the pool. Get you going forward here. Doing a little bit of those hands diving down. Your arms are shooting down that way. We want to make sure that whenever your hands are moving, they are moving straight forward. As you start to come through, you are going to press down on that chest, but we do want to make sure that those arms are always going forward and trying to be perpendicular to that wall out in front of you. As we see you going in for the turn, really think about trying to drive those knees straight up underneath you. You are kind of going deep and then coming up, which means we're a little on the long side going into that turn. Drive those knees up to your chest. Really work on trying to get the bow and arrow move going on so you can get those shoulders rotated and then come straight back on your shoulders. We've got even a better view of you shooting forward and kind of really diving down and then coming up with those hands versus really working on shooting forward. So make sure you just try and work on that. As we look at the kick, you do tend to kind of kick a little bit at the surface and then you finish that kick a little early. You want to make sure that you are getting those feet all the way together. You're basically finished at that point in time with your kick. So we want to try and keep that kick a little bit narrower so that you can actually get the power all the way through. Looking at going to the finish, the timing worked out just perfectly. Nice job.